It's Oaks Day here in Kentucky, live at Churchill Downs. Welcome to Up and Adams. We have a big show. Big, huge, expensive. I'm talking $1,000 mint juleps expensive. Head on over to the Woodford Reserve tent, grab yourself a julep, and come and hang out with me and these beautiful people, all wearing pink because it's Kentucky Oaks Day. Hey, everybody! A lot of Bengals fans here, which makes me very happy. Any Bears fans? Not yet. Who day? See, look, just come over here. Just come on. Yeah, don't be afraid. Show me that. That's right here. Look how excited we are. Who Day is in the house. Love that. You having fun? What's the best part of Kentucky Oaks?
I supply all the food here, so everybody having a good time eating.
What do I need to go eat? Some burgoo?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hey, I heard there's a good dessert, some sort of like dirt pie or something I need to eat.
Derby pie.
Derby pie. Well, you can whip one of those up for me. We have a big show whipped up for you out there. Let me tell you, Jameis Winston interviewing fish on a boat last week. He is here on stage with us. Do you see that guy? Pan over. See that guy? That's Chandler Parsons. Sitting there, a tall drink of water, Mr. Moneybags, bought us a mint julep. Like, why can't I say mint julep? I don't understand. That's Matthew Hamilton. We've got a big show planned. Warren Moon, NFL legend, on the program. Sonny Choy, Olympian, headed to Paris for breaking. She's a break dancer, but nobody says break dancer because that's what old people say, allegedly. That's the research I did this morning. Who am I missing? Oh, last, but certainly not least, Bobby Flay.
Chandler, if you're to win, Kay's going to buy you a mint julep when you're out there at Churchill Downs, right?
Done.
From the concession stand, probably $8-9. If Kay were to win, you're going to buy her a mint julep. The $1,000 mint julep.
No problem.
Question number one. The Kentucky Derby was started by the grandson of which famous explorer?
Lewis or Clark, one of those.
Correct. What traditional Kentucky Derby stew traditionally consists of pork, beef chuck, chicken, corn, carrots, onions, and lima beans?
Burgoo.
Oh, she beat
Correct.
me to it.
Kay Adams.
You're going to buy me a $1,000 mint julep, but I can't wait!
Well. Chandler Parsons, how many year NBA vet?
That would be 9.
9 years. 9 years, $1,000 later. Here we are, drinking our mint juleps. Cheers to you. Welcome to the Kentucky Derby. I need all of your thoughts right now.
As I walk through for the first time, I'm a little bit blown away, but I'm from Florida. I've always heard about the Derby, so I'm excited to be here and have some fun today.
What exactly is blowing you away?
Mostly the outfits. The outfits are pretty shocking. The hats are pretty cool. I like my man had the shorts with the suit.
Okay, smart.
With the Nike
it's
runners.
Humid out here.
Cozy shoes. I like it, yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun. I know you've got lots of people in town. Tell me who's here. I can say this. I know for a fact Tom Brady will not be here, which is going to be sad. He always comes to the Derby. He's got the roast on Netflix tomorrow. He will not be here.
Yeah.
Who's coming? Who's rolling into town that you know?
A couple of friends are coming. My buddy Jasmine's coming, who runs all the nightlife in Las Vegas. So,
Love that.
There will not be a lot of sleep. Travis Kelce gets in today.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun.
Okay.
Chainsmokers are performing tonight.
Sounds amazing.
So yeah, we got a hell of a weekend on our hands.
Sounds like, are we pacing ourselves? Like, what's the vibe for today?
I mean, for $1,000, we gotta. It's a good start. It's a good start.
This is a $1,000 mint julep. It tastes pretty good. We're gonna get into some other stuff with Bobby Flay. He's gonna make us something with Pimm's, which I don't really understand because Pimm's is like a British drink.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what Pimm's are, so I'm already losing.
You're doing the thing.
Yeah.
What do you make? What is the one thing that you heard growing up in Florida, or that the Kentucky Derby is all about that you have to get into?
Well, gambling, and I heard gambling and picking a horse. I like the whole paddock thing that they build here, where you can watch them warm up and really pick your horse. So I'm just excited. I heard it's a big party, which obviously it looks like, all this food, all these different tents.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You lost miserably in trivia, hence the $1,000 mint julep. But I was in the car with you on the way here, and I gotta tell everybody, Chandler was spitting out facts. He was like, Sierra Leone, fierceness, Mike Rapoli. Like, you have your shit together right now. I'm so excited, but I do want to introduce you to some horses. My producers thought maybe, and listen, we don't know the horses. You don't know the horses. We're gonna fill you in as we go along. We're gonna talk Derby to you. And this first horse, my producers thought might be someone for you to root for. Society Man, okay? First of all, the name, A Man About Time, Uptown, A Man About a Good Time. I know you like a big payday. This horse is sitting at 50-1 odds, okay? He hasn't competed against other Derby horses yet, so they're counting him out. Are you in on Society Man?
I love those odds. Why not? Low risk, high reward.
I don't even, what does Frankie for the win mean?
Frankie.
What does that win? What does
Yeah.
Frankie for the win mean? I don't know what that means.
They get like a slogan with the name.
I literally
You know we're
don't know.
clueless. They got the two most clueless horse people of all time here. But you know what? I might dabble into society, man.
All right, who do you like? Do you like Sierra Leone? That's the best name of the lot for sure.
So I have a friend that's a big horse
Everybody
gambler.
has a
Yeah,
friend.
everyone's got a guy, and I
Is
like.
his name Gianni? Does he like meet people in parking lots?
Yeah, exactly.
Wads of cash?
His
Go ahead.
uncle has an Italian joint across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
By the
Sierra.
pony
Yeah,
here in
exactly. By the
Louisville?
pink pony. Pink pony will not be racing today. Okay? Can you imagine if you saw a pink
Why
pony?
why does it always come back to strip clubs on this program? I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so since Pink Pony's not racing, I'm gonna go with Sierra Leone. I think that's what all the buzz is around that horse. That's what my friend that I trust. And then now I'm all over society, man, because you just put that thought in my head.
Well, we had Sierra Leone's
Yeah.
jockey on our show, Tyler Gaffalione.
Yeah.
Nice. I
Yeah.
like the synergy. He was talking about the horse like it was his true love. Like this is the vibe. They feel the energy. Sierra Leone's a good bet there. That Society man though, 50-1 odds. We don't know anything about horse racing, so I'm gonna put us both to. Is it both to the test or just Chandler?
Oh, great.
Just Chandler, great. My favorite. Bobby Flay on the show. Warren Moon on the program. Jameis Winston is going to be here. We're trying to pull other people onto the show as well. And at some point, I think we're just going to strap a GoPro to Chandler's head and let him out into the crowd loose to see what's going on.
Let me loose. Put me in the game. I need out there.
Okay, here's the game right now. We're going to play Ride and Derby. Oh, God.
What is it called?
Ride and Derby. Okay.
Like riding dirty?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll draw a horse. It all goes back to the pony. Okay, I'll draw a horse term out of a hat, a word or phrase that you might hear at some point during Kentucky Oaks Day or Derby Day tomorrow, and you do your best to use it in a sentence, and then you can draw a word for me to. So I am participating.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, I'm just doing what I'm told.
Right down here.
So you pick this out of here. One out of there, and what does it say? And then you have to use it Chandler has to use it in a sentence.
Okay. So, hot walker. A person who walks the horse until. Oh.
Is he reading the
Wait.
definition? Why is the definition on there? Why don't you get in here and tell us what to do? Like you're letting these two idiots drinking bourbon all morning figure this out. Oh, okay. So tell me, what's the word?
Hot walker.
A hot walker. A hot walker is someone who was here yesterday in the blistering 110 degrees, and they are so sweaty and hot that they looked like Mike Rapoli and Richard Issachar by the Barnes yesterday interviewing Fierceness.
I see a hot walk right there. It says the Mexican Elvis right there. That is a hot walker.
Why don't you scream him out? Mexican
Mexican Elvis.
Mexican Elvis!
Yes.
We see you. Come over here.
There you.
Come up here.
That is the definition of a hot walker.
Are we going to get him up here? Oh, there he is. Oh my God! Wow, we've got eyes and ears everywhere.
Yeah,
What is a hot walker actually?
So a hot walker is a person who walks the horse until it is cooled off after its morning workout.
That sounds like a great job.
Coming up here.
Oh, my God.
Mexican Elvis is coming in hot.
Okay, and here he is, Chandler, our roving reporter. Go talk to him. See what his deal
He's
is.
coming.
I guess I don't know. And no.
Here, let's give him the chair for God's sakes.
Mexican Elvis.
All right, I'm coming to him.
He's coming to him. Yeah.
Get on up here, Mexican Elvis. Look at the shoes. Look, he's got to go sideways.
Everybody, give it up.
Chandler, what we got here? Look at this outfit. Start with the shoes. What we got on the feet?
Okay, the shoes, that means watch out. You see the watches, right?
I see the watches.
And they have a little point in the, the unicorn. So
That's
be careful. Be careful with those.
This is fantastic. And then on the back, you got you got this going on. That is something. Are you not hot as hell in that thing?
Not yet, but I've been used to be. Not right now because I've been used to do this, for a while. I was here last year and I barely enjoy the atmosphere in here. And thanks everybody for, taking time with me because I wasn't expecting this. Yeah. Last year, they liked what I was doing. I said, you know what? I'm going to make it again. And I did. Yeah, I drive all the way from Denver, Colorado. And I want to say hi to everybody from Denver, Colorado. And I want to see you in here, too.
Go Nuggets!
Come over. It's nice over here.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming, man. You look awesome. Best outfit I've seen.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, now I'm going to pick one out of this hat as we continue.
I got
Eric,
it.
excellent work. Eric, you're running your ass off today. You're getting straws for Chandler. You're doing your thing. I'm watching you, Mumford
He
and
had to
Sons.
come up the stairs
Yeah,
sideways.
I don't think. Are we still on the air or is this down? Okay. Okay. Break maiden. What is use break maiden in a sentence?
Break maiden in a sentence. Can we pull one more? That one is tricky.
We're gonna skip it, but it's horse or rider winning the first race of his career. I get it. Like a virgin.
Virginity.
Sure. I'll do another one. Hold
I'll
on.
take another one.
Anybody have Mexican Elvis on their bingo card for today?
Yeah.
Okay,
He goes,
how about
thank
this
you so
one?
much. I wasn't expecting to come up here.
How about bug boy? What's a bug boy?
Okay, so a bug boy is the boy that comes around after the horse's workouts to clean off all the bugs out of its eyes.
Out of its eyes?
Yeah.
That's so weird. It's an apprentice. It's not bad. Apprentice jockey or jockeyette, or a jockey in his first years of riding races.
There we go.
Like a baby, a junior,
There
a
we go.
rookster.
I like it.
All right, do one more. Can we just keep drinking? Because this is going to be a long day. I already feel.
And the sweat's coming.
Why we don't have a table, I don't know. Here I am.
Shadow roll.
Shadow roll? Like
Yeah.
roll as in
Like
roll dice?
Yeah.
A shadow roll is...
I'll tell you this. A hint is it's usually sheepskin. That's not a joke. That is on the bingo card.
A sheepskin shadow roll.
Skip. Do you want to skip?
I know I don't. I'm thinking it's in the race. The horse, the stallion has a shadow, and they use it like an F1. There's some sort of G1 force that lets it pass the person in the
Kinda.
shadow. What is it?
It's basically rolled over the bridge of a horse's nose to keep it from seeing shadows on the track.
I don't even know what you're saying anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty
Let's
good.
do one more, and then could we go to break, please?
Please. They called Tal.
No. These are
I think they're all hard.
bull ring.
Okay. A bull ring is when the horse wins and you pierce its genitalia. It's called a bull ring. That's what that is, Kay. Next question,
our
please.
CEO Amy is watching this with
Sorry
her
about that,
lovely,
Amy.
with her
Yeah.
lovely family.
Lovely lady.
Bull ring, a small racetrack that's less than 1 mile in
Oh,
circumference.
I was way off. Wow.
Okay, we're going to take a break here. Warren Moon on the show. Is Aaron Rodgers coming? Where is he at? We're going to, oh, by the way, we talked to Mike Rapoli. We talked about him in the car.
Mm-hmm.
He's got fierceness, the favorite, any concerns, whatever. He's a New Yorker. He's a bajillionaire. Take a look.
I'm going to give you 3 things. You got to rank them from the winner, placing, and then show, okay? So just rank favorite to not. Okay, first up, New York City boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx.
Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn.
Okay, I like that. By the way, you're working with Tom Brady. You're a New Yorker. I don't like how that, I don't know if this is...
Well, I live in Florida now.
What do you disown? You disown New York? What do you mean?
You know what?
Business is business?
Yeah.
No.
And no one told me when I had an 8-year-old daughter she had to go to school, and it's easier for wintertime school in Florida. That's
Okay,
why.
I like that. Italian-American sports icons, Joe DiMaggio, Vince Lombardi, Mike Piazza.
Vince Lombardi, because he's a motivator and the best coach of all time.
Okay.
Mike Piazza, because I love the Mets and he's Italian. And Joe DiMaggio, because he was great, but he was a Yankee.
Also, there we go. Big East basketball teams for next year, UConn, Marquette, St. John's. Who's winning, who's showing, who's placing?
St. John's, and St. John's.
Okay. Are you more mad about St. John's being robbed their tourney spot or about the state of things in that horse racing in general?
More mad about the state of horse racing because of the future, but St. John's played UConn really well, and they should have been in the tournament.
Nice first year under Rick Pitino, your buddy.
Yeah.
Words that the media has used to describe you that I was reading articles, outspoken, cavalier, rebellious.
Nice, by the way. I mean, very complimentary.
Outspoken, cavalier, rebellious. Which one? Which one's most fitting?
I'm going to go...
Who wins?
Outspoken, cavalier was the next one.
Uh-huh.
And if you, instead of rebellious, if they use disruptive,
Disruptive.
I would have done that first.
Okay, I like that. Last one, let's do some business moguls. Mark Cuban, Barbara Corcoran, or Mike Rapoli?
Mike Rapoli, Barbara Corcoran, and I got to compete against Mark
What do we
Cuban.
got against Cuban? What's
Nothing.
Cuban got going on?
Nothing. I like to compete.
Kentucky Oaks Day at the Derby. We are live at Churchill Downs. But FanDuel, did you guys know this? It's the only sportsbook app that you can bet the Kentucky Derby. Right now, all customers get a no-sweat Derby bet. That means if you bet on Sierra Leone and he doesn't do his thing tomorrow, it doesn't matter. You get bonus bets back up to $20 if your Derby win bet doesn't win. What are you waiting for? Bet America's number one race. Can you tell I've had a couple of mint juleps this morning? America's number one sportsbook, FanDuel. Here I am with, you're my fave. Bobby Flay is here. Bobby Flay, when I think Kentucky Derby, I think food and I think you, but you're just coming off of a race. Tell me about your horse and why I feel like you're a little disappointed in the second place.
No. I bred the horse named Sedona, who ran second in the second race here. It was totally fun. She was dead last until the end, and she came on storming home, and she ran really, really well.
Bobby, how big of a flex is it? What does it feel like to say, I bred a horse? No. Like, what is that?
It's just really fun. I was actually in Lexington, right down the road from Louisville yesterday, where my horses are, and it's so great to see these horses, grow up and become, the horses that they are. And then to see them at a place like Churchill Downs on Kentucky Oaks Day is a total thrill.
I don't know what Kentucky Oaks Day was. Last year I wore green. Today I at least put some pink in my wardrobe.
I know. Last year you weren't that thoroughbred educated, but now you are.
Kinda, sure. I mean, you schooled me up. Rapoli schooled me up.
Yeah.
It's all happening. I'm excited to be here, but there's more important things at hand. Why do your fries at Brasserie B take 2 days to make?
Well, because real Parisian-style French fries take 2 days to make.
They take 2 days to make. Explain what could possibly take 2 days to make.
Well, the first thing you need to do is you take a potato and you peel it, then you cut it into French fry size, then you soak it so that the starch goes away.
30 minutes tops.
Overnight.
Oh.
And then you change the water, and then you dry them off, and then you cook them for the first time. You blanch them in oil that's about 300 degrees so that they soften, but they don't get golden. And then you let them cool off, and then when you get an order for one, you turn it up to 375 degrees.
It's the perfect food. You're speaking my language.
And then they crisp up. So that's the only true way to make a delicious, perfect Parisian-style French fry. Tell
me why Brasserie. You're no stranger to opening restaurants, being part of that. What makes this one special? I can tell you're really proud of this one.
Well, Brasserie B in Vegas is right next to my other restaurant, Amalfi in Caesar's Palace. So I have Italy and France right next to each other. Again, that's flex number 2 for those of you who are counting. That's right. I have 2 restaurants right next door to each other, and Caesar's they've been the best partners. And I love this French brasserie because I went to school at the French Culinary Institute. So all of my technique, no matter whether I'm cooking Southwestern food, Italian food, French food, it's all based on French technique. So listen, who doesn't want to go to a French, brasserie and sit down and eat, beautiful mussels and oysters and, lobster frites and steak frites and things like that? It's so great. Yeah, it's amazing. Anything at the Derby I need to try that you think is really special? Food-wise? Yeah. Fried chicken sandwiches are delicious. When I come to Kentucky, I always go with the classic. Like, I love fried chicken. I drink a lot of bourbon. Yeah. I keep it simple. I could not find a salad anywhere. Salad? I mean, after like 6 meals. But it's just, Louisville does not have like a salad situation. It is fried this, fried that, fried pickles, fried puffers, fried everything. If you go down to tell me. If you go down to Nulu, which is like the kind of happening part of Louisville, there's a lot of really fantastic restaurants down there. You should definitely check them out. Upgrades, 150th, big deal. Are you feeling any of it? The paddock looks ridiculous. What do you think? I was just in the paddock for the first time, and they listen, you got to give it to Churchill Downs. They spent a ton of, I think it was 200 million reported on the paddock alone, and it shows. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, and if you can enhance the experience at for Derby and Oaks, you got to do it, and I think they've done a great job. Last year when we talked, I was fascinated by you and Mike Rapoli, because you're these two like jokers in Gotham. He would say disruptive. I would say little Rage Against the Machine, little rebellious. In a year, has anything changed that you're happy about? The availability of access to new people, bringing new people into the sport, anything that you're happy about? What I'm happy about is that I think that the industry across the board is paying more attention to making sure that it's a fair playing field. There's been tons of reports about how, some people try to take an edge, et cetera, and I think that's beginning to come to an end. You have to start somewhere. We were lucky enough to have something called HISA put in place, which has really policed the sport in a good way. I mean, this is an amazing, beautiful sport, but we want it to be a fair playing field, and I think that there's been lots of really good headway made.
And Rapoli's obsessed with aftercare and all of that, which is huge.
If you want to own thoroughbred racehorses, you have to worry about them after their racing career to make sure that they have a great life.
Yeah, whenever I'm doing that at some point in my life, and I've won the game of getting into the thoroughbred game, I'll remember all of those things. It's really important.
If you had a horse, what would you name? Do you have a name for a horse?
Not fierceness. Like, why would you name your horse an adjective? Like, a noun is the way to go.
I agree.
Just an adjective name, like that's got to make it hard for Tirico and Larry back there trying to call that. It doesn't really flow very well. Have you ever named one?
A horse?
Yeah.
Of course.
I think I would name one Bushki, which I'm Polish. It was my first language, and it means kisses.
I like that.
Bushki, coming around the whatever. I think I could do that. So, I don't ask the questions here, buddy. I'm the one asking the questions.
I can tell you didn't like that.
You blew up a couple weeks ago. We had our production call last night. I was a little boozy Susie, but I remember something about you saying that you prefer a medium. Medium steak.
No. Like a lot. I think there's a lot of pressure for people to order their steaks and their burgers medium rare because they think that that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I was really talking about burgers, and to me, a burger, like the fat in the burger has to melt enough so that it becomes juicy. If it's not cooked enough, you don't get that juiciness. And sometimes when people order a medium rare burger, it doesn't even get cooked to medium rare. It's even rarer. And I just think it's a little bit better if the fat starts to melt. So if it's cooked a tiny bit more, it's better.
I love this take. I'm the kind of person who's straight up medium well.
Okay.
Burn my steak. Bring it to me.
I'm here for you.
I grew up in a household with no culture, no money.
Kay Adams.
I was an A1 girl growing up. I'm like, if they have it back there at Amalfi, I'm like, bring out the thing of A1. No, not into that.
No, I'm down with that. You like A1?
You can tell I'm not buying a horse anytime soon. You're a Giants fan. Let's get to a little football here. They have the number 6 pick in the draft. They could have gone quarterback. A lot of people thought that they might. They go with Malik Neighbors out of LSU. You had to say bye to Saquon. That had to be a baby funeral for you. Your restaurants get tons of reviews. If you were to give a current review of the state of the New York Giants, what is it?
Potential. Potential.
The nonverbal there was.
No, because, listen, right now I'm really thinking about the Knicks.
Okay. And congratulations.
Let's everybody slow down.
You told Michael Rubin to stuff it. I love it.
Everybody slow down. It's like we need to one game at a time.
Oh.
I mean, Brunson has been amazing. I mean, just unbelievable.
Bobby, just be excited. You guys sent those 76ers home.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, but you want to take it slow.
Because I don't want to get too far ahead of it. You know what I mean? I think we have an amazing ball team now. They're very, very exciting. The garden is on fire. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I think we have Chandler Parsons somewhere. Is he around? Hey, Chandler, want to come talk to Bobby Flay about the state of the Knicks? Are you excited about the Knicks, Chandler? 9-year NBA veteran, of course. You never played for him, but what do you got?
What's happening?
Hey. We need to get you a microphone.
Drink yet or no?
No, we're going to go make them right
drinking?
now. Let's go make them. Let's go make some cocktails.
The $1,000 mint
julep.
julep.
Oh, you did?
He did. I suckered him into buying one for me.
Into that.
All right, Bobby, I will take your mic and help you out. Let's face over here. You go over here.
Okay.
Well, this is facing this way. Is that anyone? No? Should we move this? Why is it facing? Okay. We're sorry, Bobby.
It's okay.
Eric. Can I just give a shout out to Eric here while they're doing this? Eric Wheelo, why did Chandler get him a straw?
It was a game time decision. I saw him struggling with the ice. He was like pressing on it, putting it in his mouth. I'm like, we can't have that look for our boy.
We can't have our little sweetheart Chandler out there with a long straw. We can't do that look. We have to class it up.
The long straw. He said, I want a short straw, man. I gotta look classy.
The mint julep place did not have ice. You went and got ice.
Got ice. You just got to have your head in the game. It's what it is.
A real utility guy. We appreciate you. And again, congrats on everything with Mumford & Sons. I'm looking for a great comeback.
Yeah, we're playing later. I play the kick drum in the back.
Amazing. All right, back with Bobby Flay. What do we have here? What do we make?
I can't hold. We're gonna make a Pim's Cup. It's gonna be Pim's Cup summer. That's how I feel about it. You know what?
Pims is something I feel like I get in London at Wimbledon.
It is actually. It's a very, very London drink. So it's a gin-based aperitif, botanicals, whatever you want to call it. And so it's Pims, and then some lemon juice. Just a touch of lemon juice.
Yeah, smell this.
We're going to stir these up.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How is that?
You just drank it straight?
Yeah, well, I wanted to taste the product.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
It's actually not bad.
Not bad?
It's not bad. I don't know if I've ever had Pimm's.
Not bad. And then we're going to add a couple of some cucumbers to this. Nice and refreshing. Some fresh mint. Because, you know, it's not a mint julep, but it still has mint in this drink.
Bobby makes everything look easy.
Yeah.
You know, chefs
would
do
not
that.
look
No,
like
it would
this
not.
if we
I mean,
did
you're
this.
drinking Pimm's, spilling it all over yourself.
Yeah.
It'll be the new TikTok craze. Pimm's on the rocks.
And then we're going to add some ginger, either some ginger ale or some ginger beer. Oh, you got ginger beer. This is good. Oh, you got
Listen, we're bringing in the London vibes here. Nothing but class for you, Bobby. Nothing but the best.
premium ginger beer. I like that.
The best that Costco had to
Go
offer.
ginger ale, though, or ginger beer?
Ginger ale or ginger beer. I like ginger. I don't know. Either one is fine.
I think I'm going to like this more than the mint julep. Don't you think? Yeah, we're not. We walked away. We spent $1,000.
Yeah, thank you.
We
have a
spent
joint account.
$1,000, and we
not bourbon
wanted
gals.
to throw them away. We're not bourbon ladies. We're not girlies for the bourbon.
Okay.
I can already tell you this is.
Well, the great thing about this drink is it definitely has a little gin in it, but it's very, very refreshing. Here you go. Oh, wait. Some
Oh, boy.
blackberries.
Oh yeah, can't forget the
You love a
blackberries.
blackberry.
I do. I did some
Why is
blackberries
that?
for you last year.
Is that a Kentucky thing?
I am a blackberry. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I love the blackberries.
You noticed that I know.
How do you remember that?
Bobby, because it's you. Bobby.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because it's you. All right, cheers.
Thank you, sir.
Here's to the Pim. What do you call this?
Pimm's Cup. It's a Pimm's Cup. It's a classic drink. I didn't invent it, trust me.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very classic drink. And I was at home and I was like, you know, I'm trying to usher in summer, and this is a delicious summer refreshing drink.
You didn't think like a Pim's cup. You didn't think like big Pimsing, or like Pimsing ain't easy. Like that didn't cross your mind.
I like pimping. Pimping ain't easy.
Pimsing ain't easy, is it?
Delicious. You're gonna
Okay,
like this.
cheers.
You're gonna like this way
Cheers,
more.
Bobby. Thank you so much. Let's. Are we doing something else with Bobby? Poor Bobby.
Now we can't have another one of these though, because it's not gonna be made by Bobby. and it's
Honestly,
not
you
gonna
made
be
me
as
a
good.
drink last year, and every drink after it sucked. It absolutely
Yeah,
sucked.
it's all
So I'm just gonna
downhill from
chase-
here.
You both say you're here for me. This one's like, I'll take you to all the parties. You're like, I got you. I don't have access. I'm like, Bobby! Chandler!
like,
Nobody's
who's-
paying
like,
attention
who's that girl?
to me.
I
Yeah.
saw her on a stage like this during the Super Bowl week in Vegas. It was at the media center.
Okay.
I text her. I was like, "Where are you?" She's like, "Come by." There was 600 men just standing here.
see, it's
exactly. She was like, "Of course."
It's exhausting.
What did I say? Duh. I probably wrote duh.
Exactly.
Let me tell you this. Bobby Flay flew me out to New York to do the Bobby Flay show.
Wow.
I came from now you did it. Now you opened the can.
Okay.
I fly all the way there. I'm sitting at the Edition Hotel, like eating my little parm crisps or whatever, and he cancels on me.
I love that
He
move.
flies me to stand me up.
I said, "You know what? I don't feel like working today."
Good move. Hey.
He's like, I've taken the
He
day
was
off.
busy.
And I red-eyed my ass back to LA.
God, of all the people.
And now
it
look
was
at
Kay.
us.
I know.
Now
He
we're back.
canceled on me. All right, let's go back over here. Speaking of beat Bobby Flay, we'll do it over here. Oh my gosh, we're just having fun.
I guess you just break the fourth wall here, right?
If you think
know-
I know what I'm doing, I don't. But let's.
You know you're
are there
doing all these
cards?
activities.
No, I don't know. We're having fun. Just if you want to leave. Stay. The eggs are me trying to help you. So let's really get to this. Okay, Pim's Cup. Here we go. There's a horse named Gin competing in the Kentucky Oaks. That's great. Chandler Parsons. Here we go. Game 6 in Philly. Anything to say? No.
How about them Knicks?
Love it.
Let's go. And now they got the Pacers. They're going to the. Yeah.
They're doing great. Throw that away.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a report about Michael Rubin. Who cares about this? Beat Bobby Flay, everybody. Beat Bobby Flay is a huge hit on the Food Network, although I've never been on it, and I would clearly take it to the top. Chandler, have you ever been on it?
Never been invited. Ken.
580 episodes. Actually, do you know? You DM'd me yesterday because
I did.
Exposed.
somebody asked me a question. Somebody.
You at the
You're not supposed
pony.
to say that. Yeah.
No, she slid in because
I did not slide in.
Yeah, what did she say? You up?
no. The question was, what celebrity has not been on the show that you want to have on? And I mentioned a few people, and she was like, "See you tomorrow."
Gigi Hadid.
It wasn't
come on.
Gigi Hadid. She's
We're
been
coming
You
on.
did. You put Gigi Hadid. Oh, so sorry.
Coming on, whether you like it or not.
No, and he didn't name one NBA player, no NFL player, and no Kay Adams. And I was like, huh.
I named Michael Jordan. I think he played in the NBA.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I guess he was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Serena.
Why don't you? Can you hold this by yourself now?
Sure,
Okay.
Serena.
Beat Bobby Flay. The rules are simple. I care, but I want to be on the show.
Oh.
You had Eddie Jackson on the show. Yeah, I was not. Okay, beat Bobby Flay. The rules are simple. I'm going to ask you guys some questions and make some requests, and then something else is going to happen. Okay, what's the thing? Okay, we're going to see who beats who and beat Bobby Flay.
Are you drunk already?
Yes.
What are the eggs for?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Eggs.
Wouldn't I like to know? Okay, I want to say the best meal you've had this year, like flex meal, like French laundry. Who beats who?
Actually, you know what?
I'll be honest.
I had an amazing meal last night. One of the best meals.
You always say this, I feel like.
Really?
You said this last year. Roll the tape. Go ahead.
I went to Barn 8. I love this place. I've been trying to tell you, this place is one of the best places in the state of Kentucky.
Eric, come here. Eric watched your interview with
Eric's
us last
back.
year. Eric, is he just doing bits up here?
You know, he kind of went stock. He said Barn 8 last year, but maybe he
Wow.
He went stock.
Wow. Okay, best meal you've had this year. That's a good one. Barn. I mean, you could beat that.
I want to know.
You live at Nobu.
My best meal?
Yeah.
Nobu's delicious.
I mean, Nobu, it's got to be Nobu Malibu, though. It's not the same.
You want to make sure the ocean's under your feet while you're eating.
I need to be wet with waves.
Exactly.
I saw you there once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know.
You got in?
What is Bobby Flay's like cheat, gross, like fast food meal? Like what?
Now we're just
I need to
going
know
rogue.
that. I want to know.
Okay.
I don't
Like,
eat fast food.
You never had like Chick-fil-A?
We passed a White Castle on the way here. Have you had White
In-N-Out
Castle?
burger?
I've had In-N-Out. I'm not a fan.
No White Castle ever? The shrimp nibble.
No.
Yeah, the shrimp nibblers are back.
Shrimp nibblers?
Yeah, seafood from White Castle.
Yeah.
Louisville.
I'll take 2.
Okay, so what was your best meal you had this year?
My best meal. You know what? I like Caruso's at the Rosewood in Montecito.
Delicious.
It's unbelievable.
But then you have to do like the whole courses, all of that.
It's
yes,
true.
I could get into Caruso's to answer your question.
Yeah, Bobby got me.
Okay, I'm gonna give the point to.
Spicy.
I'm gonna give the point to Chandler there. I think it's better than
This
Barnett.
is the game?
Because yes. this is
Oh, I thought you were
Bobby
just asking
Flay.
us questions.
No, I'm just this be Bobby
need
Flay.
some points.
We're drinking the official drink of Wimbledon. Who has a better British accent? Let's go.
Oh my God.
Oh, hello, Bobby. How are you today, sir?
Are you enjoying the Pim's Cup?
Yes, the Pimp's Cup is quite delicious, sir.
Pimsing ain't easy.
Yeah. Huh?
Pimsing
Pimp's
ain't
the
easy.
name easily.
I'll see you at Royal Ascot.
Oh, yeah.
Who wins that round? Bobby? Bobby gets a point.
God damn it,
Bobby
he's good.
beats him. Okay, most famous person you've had dinner with this year.
I had a hell of a weekend last weekend.
Really?
Oh, boy. Can it be a group?
No, one person.
I got to pick.
No, give me the rundown. Give me the
So I
rundown.
played in Justin Timberlake's golf tournament last weekend. So it was Justin Timberlake, Michael Phelps,
I'm
Jimmy
playing in the
Fallon.
Tyler tournament.
Me too.
You are?
Edgewood?
I'll see you there, my man.
Let's go.
You want to come? We need a caddy.
Oh, yeah, I'll be okay.
Come on.
Yeah. It's full capacity.
Bobby,
Yeah.
I'm here, guys.
We'll be like, who is this girl? She's stalking us.
Can you tell me the table?
Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
Jimmy Fallon and Michael Phelps was
That's
pretty
pretty
sick
good. Do
dinner.
you have a better dinner?
No.
Really?
No.
Bobby,
I
who
think
you got?
I think it was you. Oh, we didn't
I
have
don't
dinner.
have dinner with
oh,
you.
That's right.
No, put that
2
out
to 1
there.
Parsons.
Put it out there.
2 to 1
Parsons. Parsons 2 to 1. Okay.
9 of them?
Your best interpretation of how to properly say the city that we're in.
Louisville.
Say it.
Louisville.
Louisville.
Bobby,
It's got to be Bobby. I'm going to give that one to Bobby.
Louisville.
The lady at Delta said Louisville.
I just
Am I
said
going
it
to
with
Louisville?
The
confidence.
lady at Delta said
The lady
Louisville.
at Delta said Louisville. I was like, I don't think that's where I'm
You
going.
have to act like you have like extra Botox, like Louisville.
Yeah. Look,
You can't move your face at all.
Louisville.
Best live sporting event you attended this year. Let's rush through these. Come on.
This year?
Yeah. This is just a
Kentucky
game of who
Derby.
can flex. Derby.
I mean, should I say Derby too and we tie?
Sure. Okay, to finish this up, we're going to have a little egg challenge. You guys, are we tied up? No. Are we tied?
I have a
Tied up.
very expensive
it's tied
suit
up.
on.
Yeah.
To finish this up, the rules are simple. Each of you have 12 raw eggs. Whoever can crack all 12 into their bowl fastest wins. You will be deducted a half an egg for every shell we find in the bowl.
All right. Is there,
Let's
is
clear
there a
everything.
spread for this? Because I feel like I'm
Could
a
you help me,
severe
Hamilton?
underdog.
Let's clear everything off the table. Thank you guys so much. Eric, appreciate it. Now, this is an advantage. He wanted to arm wrestle.
No, thank you.
So this was my,
Bobby Flay, I'm like, not anything with food.
so this is what I decided. Eric, want to help me with the microphone?
Yep.
And I feel like this happened because somebody saw you really flex your skills at this. You're pretty good at this.
Oh, great.
I mean,
I mean, he's a chef.
here and there.
Okay, he's cracked an egg here and there. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God!
I lost.
Yes!
That was so upsetting. Oh my God, Bobby!
I like that.
Well, I guess, so who won? Chandler? Chandler wins.
What?
Well, listen.
I have no shells in here.
Well, Bobby, your show is rigged, so you always win. This show is not. So Chandler Parsons, the big winner here. Big thanks to Bobby. Guys, go check out. I said it wrong. I'm such a brasserie, not brasserie. I'm an idiot. Brasserie, not in Louisville. It's Brasserie B at Caesars, next to Amalfi in Vegas. Check it out. I was told once I could get a table there. It never happened. That seems to be a theme here. We'll be back after this. Warren Moon, Jameis Winston on the show. Wow, look at this is... Oaks Day, absolutely beautiful. No sunshine yet, but honestly, Warren Moon, I was here yesterday and it was about 179 degrees. So I like the weather here on this 150th Derby weekend.
I can't believe the change that's happened from yesterday to today. Yesterday, like you said, it was about 86 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. And now we've got humidity, we got rain, but no raining right now, like you said.
I'm into it. I've got Jameis Winston coming up on the show. We're going to talk a little draft, little Michael Penix. But set the scene here. Does this feel any different than, you know, you're an old vet when it comes to the Derby, but this one seems a little special.
Well, it's a 150-year anniversary, so that's going to be special, and everything is commemorated today because of that. And I'm glad I'm here. This is my 22nd Derby. I missed one because of COVID. They didn't have well, they had a race, but no fans that year. But this is a place where I have a special group of friends that we all kind of met at the Derby, and we come back here every year, even though we've become really good friends throughout the year, too. But we definitely meet here every year and have a great 3 days.
It's kind of a flex to come every year like that for 21 years.
Yeah, this is my favorite sporting event of all sporting events I go to, because I've been to World Cups, I've been to Masters, I've been to Super Bowls. I mean, you name it. I love coming to this because of everything that it represents.
What do you mean by that? What makes this so unique?
Well, first of all, you got the history, 150 years of this race, the tradition that goes along with it, and what it means to the people back here in Kentucky. The fashion. I love the fashion, being able to go to a sporting event and dress up. You know, people really take their time to get ready for this thing. It's not like you're putting on the jeans and a jersey and going to a game, right? You actually put some time into what you're going to wear. And then the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. I mean, the race itself is amazing. And when they sing My Old Kentucky Home before the race starts, I mean, there are people bawling in the stands in there. It means something to people down here.
So let's talk a little horses. Talk to me about some ponies for tomorrow. I'm thinking
you can't
Sierra
talk to me about the horses
what do you
yet.
mean?
I haven't studied my sheet yet.
Okay, so what is the process of Warren Moon? You wait until day of, you get a sheet, and what happens?
Over 22 years, you've met a lot of different people that kind of know the business.
Know what they're doing?
So I kind of go and look for my tips.
Yeah.
And then the tips that come out weighing the most, like, okay, if this many people are saying this horse is the one to go with, that's the horse I'm going to go with.
Remember last year, I was shocked. People have binders.
Yes.
They sit there with binders of it,
I
laminated.
let them do all the homework, and I
sheets.
just cheat off their cheat sheet.
So what would be your biggest tip in picking a horse? I'm looking to fall in love here. I love Mike Rapoli, Forte. That didn't happen last year. It was a late scratch. Now he's got fierceness. He's the favorite. Would you ever bet on the favorite?
Yes. You got to put a favorite, especially if you're going to do like a exacta box or something like that. But today, because it's raining, it's a wet track, and I think that's something you really want to look at.
What do you mean by that?
What horses do best on wet tracks? There's horses that do good on grass, there's horses that do good on dry tracks, and there's horses that do well in the mud. So you want to look at that for sure. You want to look where they're coming out of the gate. Are they coming way outside and having to come all the way inside to get to the pack, or do they have a good starting position? So, and then you look at the jockey, and his history and how well he's done in these big races. So there's things I do know to look at, but as far as the horse itself, I don't know much about the horse itself.
What are we talking here? Are you? Is it like funny money, couple $100, or like when Warren's walking up to that window, just for fun, or are we talking like
Warren
second
doesn't
mortgage?
like to waste any money.
There we go, and that's the smart way to be. Warren will get his sheet tomorrow, as you should.
Yeah.
You seem to know a lot about it. You're so passionate about it.
I'm a competitive guy, but I'm not stupid.
And that should be our responsible gaming headline for FanDuel, and it should be, as we are here. You can only bet on FanDuel if you're not here at Churchill Downs. Go download the app and have some fun. We're here. You mentioned fashion. Last time I talked to you, we were at the Woodford Reserve tent, drinking mint juleps.
Yes.
And you sort of broke news to me about how the Titans are bringing back the Oilers unis. You said Amy said it, Mrs. Strunk, she said this is what's happening. Then they did it. You were there in Nashville for the unveiling. I think we have some photos of there. What was it like to be sort of honored in that way? And this must have felt insane, like a Marvel superhero.
Yeah, what I love about what Amy has done, the owner of the Titans, is she's brought back all the Oilers into the family. And we didn't really have a home, all former Oilers, because when the Oilers left, they became the Titans, and then the Houston Texans came into Houston. So the players that played in Houston really didn't have a home. They didn't have anybody to call home. So she brought everybody in over the last 5 or 6 years, and it's been really great. Now she's brought back the uniforms, and we really feel like we have a home to call ours, even though it's the Tennessee Titans.
The Titans wore these uniforms
Why
up
do you think
against.
I have on this color today, baby?
Listen, I see you. We see you. We see you.
Huh?
They wore the unis against the Texans. Texas fans very pissed about this. Did they have a right to be upset?
I think they have a right to be upset, but the Tennessee Titans own that uniform. They own the history of the Houston Oilers, so they had a chance to own it themselves, and they didn't want that ownership. They wanted to create their own identity, which makes sense. They're the Houston Texans coming in. Let's create our own identity. But now, because the Houston Oilers uniforms became so popular coming up, they wanted it back. You can't have it both ways.
Are you hearing this drama about the Texans wanting to use that blue? Have you heard this?
Yes,
Let's take a look here. This year, the Texans sort of, you're saying find their own identity. What do you make of this? They unveiled their alternate jersey, and the whole thing about the color blue went down.
Why can't they just stay with what they had? They had a really nice looking uniform the first time. Why do they have to keep harping on that? I don't understand it.
Imitation
really
flattery?
Have your own identity. You have a really good football team right now. They won a playoff game last year. They got a chance to maybe go to a Super Bowl this year. Just create your own identity. Forget about the Houston Oilers. Forget about the Tennessee Titans.
You and I talked a lot off camera.
I think if they weren't in the same division,
oh yeah, they would
this
be okay.
wouldn't be as big a deal.
I get it. I remember last year, you and I got off camera. We had a really nice conversation about the draft had just happened. C.J. Stroud was just taken.
Yeah.
And you were really proud. You were proud of what's gone on. This year, you look at the same thing. Now, you were a trailblazer as a black quarterback.
Yeah.
What do you make of, I don't want to call it progress, maybe you will, the evolution of that as far as...
That's a better word, evolution. Okay. I think you see these guys are just getting more opportunities now than what was happening back when I came out of college. And that's all we've ever wanted out of this whole thing was opportunity. If you get an opportunity to show what you can do and you're not good enough, then you go on about your way. But if you're not given the opportunity, I think that's just not fair, and that's not the American way. This country is all about opportunity. So it's happened for African-American quarterbacks, and you see that they're making the most of those opportunities, and we're being drafted high. We're being drafted to franchises to be the face of the franchise and all of that. So those are the things I'm proud of because I know I played a small part in that in my time coming up.
You're being humble and saying you played a small role in that, a big part. But I know that you championed Michael Penix before he came out. He gets taken, the shock of the draft, of course, to the Falcons, where they just gave Kirk Cousins all that money. How do you feel about the fit?
I don't know why it's such a shock because this kid has only led the nation in passing the last 2 years. He's only lost 3 football games in the last 2 years. I know he has an injury history, but there's a lot of guys that have injury history and have gone on and had long, long careers. Look at Frank Gore. He played 16 years as a running back, but he had 3 knee surgeries on his knees. So I would much rather see a player that's come off of an injury and you know how he's going to react as opposed to a guy that's never been hurt before. But I'm glad Michael got that opportunity. I think he's going to a team that's on the rise. I think he doesn't have to play right away, so there's not a lot of pressure on him, and he can learn from a very good player in Kirk Cousins.
Well, I think the shock was maybe not that Michael Penix didn't have it, just that he's going to Atlanta where they just gave all of that money to Kirk. So if you're giving all that money to that quarterback, you're wanting to go all in and win now. Give Kirk a weapon to play with, and instead they take Michael. As somebody who champions Michael Penix, you're happy that he's going to go sit behind someone else?
I am. I don't think any young guy should have to come in and play right away. Even Patrick Mahomes didn't play his first year, and I think he really benefited from it being behind Alex Smith. A lot of people wondered why with an Alex Smith you draft a Patrick Mahomes, or why do you draft Aaron Rodgers when you have Brett Favre? Or why do you
Jordan
draft
Love,
Love when you have Aaron Rodgers? So they're just going off of that same formula that you got to have a quarterback in waiting, especially when your quarterback that's starting is 36 years old and coming off of an Achilles tendon injury.
Are you worried about Caleb Williams, given everything you just said, just being trotted out there with the world of expectations on his shoulder?
Not at all.
He's got it?
No, I'm really nervous for him.
Really?
He's got a lot of pressure on him. But I think his personality and his makeup, he can handle it. You saw what he did as a freshman walking into Oklahoma. He just set the world on fire. So I think he's equipped to handle it mentally and physically.
What would you tell Chicago fans? Is it preach patience? Is it...
The Chicago fans have been so patient at that position for so long. I don't think they want to hear patience. But I think they should at least don't expect all the fireworks right at the beginning. Give this kid a little chance to get his feet wet, and then I think as the season goes along, you'll see him get better and better and better.
Titans, any expectations? Anything you want to throw down there? Bold prediction, Will Levis, let's go. What does that smile mean, Warren?
You know, they're going to have a tough time with those Houston Texans. They have a really good football team. But I think because of the fierceness of that rivalry and now what it's becoming, it just keeps seeming to be growing now because of these uniforms. Those are going to be some very physical, nasty games, those 2 games in the division.
9 games last season for Levis. Mixed results.
Yes.
Did he prove to the great Warren Moon that he's a franchise quarterback?
I think he showed a lot of glimpses of that, you know, especially when he first started. I was at his first game. He threw 4 touchdown passes, but was up and down after that. I think he's just learning what it takes to be a young quarterback in this league, because once people see what you got and they have film on you, they know how to defend you. So now he's got to be able to come back this year and redefine his game.
Warren, you got to go to all the games. If you were there for the first and he threw 4 scores, why aren't you showing up at every game?
Hey, I got stuff to do on the weekends. Actually, I have a son in high school playing high school football.
Tell me about that. I heard there was a college visit that you were very happy with.
Yeah, we went and visited Stanford.
Okay.
I mean, we visited a number of places. He's been to the University of Washington. He's been to Oregon. He's been to Oregon State. He's been to SMU. I mean, so he's had some opportunities, but we'll see what happens. He's got another year, and he's a really good player. He works his tail off, so he's not a quarterback like me. He didn't want anything to do with that.
How involved are you in this? You know, we had Marvin Harrison just taken. There's his dad. There's a lot of pedigree going on. Like, how involved are you in where he's going to go?
I'm very involved because I have the time to do it now, and that's something that I wanted to do with him that I didn't do with my older kids, because I was playing and my career just took so much of my time. But I wanted to make sure I'm here for him, and like I said, he's a good young player, and he deserves an opportunity.
All right, I can't wait to see that. Shout out to, you know, I don't know, Amy. Who we got here? Come over here. Come over here.
This
Introduce
is one
your
of my
friend.
besties.
This is somebody I did not. This is not on my bingo
I've
board.
met from this event.
Tell me how you two know each other. Introduce your friend.
This is my friend Bob Guinea.
Yes, ma'am.
Better known as Bachelor Bob from the Bachelor series, and he is just a fine young man.
Thank you, sir.
How did you two meet? You met here at the Derby?
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's my 20th Derby with
20 years ago.
Now, are you a Titans fan also, Bob?
You know what? I'm a fan.
like?
I'm a big Detroit Lions guy.
Oh, he's a huge Detroit.
Yeah, big Detroit Lions guy.
He's from Detroit, and he should be.
Yeah,
he should
I'm
be
a big fan, and we are. I'm so excited about what's going on in Detroit right now. And Warren came in for the draft last week. He got to see my beautiful hometown shine. So it was awesome.
It was 275,000 people at that
That's my
draft
biggest
last
fear,
year.
is to be in that kind of crowd. You did the second round pick.
I didn't go out in the stands. I mean, in the crowd, though.
No, we never
I
made it out
stayed
there.
back in the back where there was security.
Well, it sounds like you guys are enjoying your off season. Titans get to work to beat those Houston Texans, the 2 best looking guys of the draft. I mean, these teeth on Bob. I can't even deal with it. We'll be back after this. Jameis, what do you want me to ask Jameis Winston? What would you like to know? Newly signed to the Browns, backing up Deshaun Watson. That's a unique quarterback situation there.
I'd just like to know if he's ready to reinsert himself as one of the better quarterbacks in this league again.
Yeah, what do you want me to ask him about those interceptions?
I don't want to even talk about interceptions. Okay, you stay away from the negative.
That's right.
Look at
Focus
how
on the
best
positive.
friends me and Bob are
That's
just like
right.
hanging out like this. All right, we'll be back right here on the Up Adam Show. Chandler Parsons is out in the crowd. We'll talk about him next. Oh boy, here's what's going on. Warren, you are such a... All right, we're partying here at Churchill Downs in Kentucky. Welcome to Louisville. Louisville, as I've learned over the years here. It is Oaks Day, Kentucky Oaks Day. We've got all the pink in the world supporting breast cancer awareness. We've got the Phillies going at it today out there on the track. We are right in front of the beautiful entrance, the main entrance, and the newly renovated paddock. It is so fun. Here's my $1,000 mint julep. We have Jameis Winston on the way. Warren Moon just left us and said that we got to ask Jameis Winston about being late, because he said quarterbacks are never late. Why were you late? And he wants some answers. Olympian Sonny Choy will be with us. But let's talk about the ponies, baby. I'm going to talk Derby to you. Here's a horse you might want to have some fun with over on FanDuel Sportsbook, the only place you can bet the Derby. Let me tell you everything you need to know about Grand Mo the First, okay? There's a 20-horse field. This is the big long shot, 50-to-1 odds. I want to talk about the pedigree, the horse's dad, Uncle Mo. Y'all know Uncle Mo, right? He would have been the Kentucky Derby fave back in 2011. He was scratched, some sort of mystery illness, who knows? Now it's time for Grand Mo the First to get the job done for his dad. He went to one of those stud farms, hung out with a bunch of fillies, and out came this Uncle Mo the First, okay? Get the job done for your dad. Like, Archie Manning, okay? Archie Manning never reached the Super Bowl with the Saints. Peyton and Eli brought it home for the entire family. So yes, I'm comparing Grand Mo the First to the Manning family. Let's do it at the Derby. I like the odds. What are they? A long shot, 50-to-1 odds. Is that your pony? Let us know at Up and Adam Show. There's some sort of flaccid joke being made by Chandler Parsons, I'm sure, somewhere out, hanging out at Kentucky Oaks. Chandler, what's going on?
Ooh. Absolutely stunning ladies here today. And what's your name?
Rita Garrett.
Rita Garrett.
Lori Salazar.
And they're from Iowa. This is their first time in the Kentucky Derby. I just want to talk about their outfits. Most importantly, their hat. What do we got here?
Just a hat I bought.
And is this something that you would wear outside the Kentucky Derby? Will you?
No, it is not.
No. And what about?
Oh, I think I would wear mine to the grocery store.
Yeah, I think you should rock that to Whole Foods, go get a coffee. Well, you look great, and we're going to continue to have some fun. Have fun at your first Derby.
Okay,
See you guys. All right, who else we got? Yep, there she is. I've met your drink, matches the dress, matches the hat. You look awesome. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
You too. So, are you guys having fun?
Well, we are our first time at the Kentucky Derby.
Me too. You too? What's been the best part so far in this quick weekend?
Oh my gosh, everything. I'm just having a blast.
Yeah. What are we drinking?
I have a sunrise, tequila sunrise.
Tequila
I have the Spire.
Okay, have you tried no mint juleps for you guys yet?
Oh yes, I had those already.
And
Yeah.
that was our morning cocktail.
Yeah.
Yes.
How's
and
your
we
coffee?
Yeah.
had The Spire, we had that one.
Okay. You ever had a Pimm's cocktail?
No.
That's what I had. It's fantastic. Well, you guys look beautiful. Have fun. Yeah, we're up there for FanDuel. Yeah. Yeah. We got Jameis coming up next. That's right. See you, girls. What?
Oh, here he comes.
Are you eating?
Now where is he going?
I don't know. I'm on the hunt.
Chandler just looks so famous. Chandler, you look so famous.
Oh, stop. We see any other action here? I like this guy's hat. How you guys doing?
Oh my God.
I love that hat. What's your name?
Nathan.
What's your name?
Ange.
Do we like each other's outfits? Can we wear this outside the Kentucky Derby, or is this a one weekend?
This is a one weekend only.
I'm normally in ripped jeans and a hoodie, so this is not.
Yeah, cozy. Me too. It's a little humid too. I'm sweating. It's hot. Well, you guys look great. Go! Oh, you can always get a Go Gators. Go Gators, baby.
All right, Chandler, doing the Lord's work. Get over here. We'll make you another cocktail, another Pimm's and Ain't Easy.
Please. I should probably.
Courtesy of I feel like he needs more alcohol. We need to pay Chandler a lot more than we're paying him for this appearance. We've got a big party here, by the way, tonight. Neo and Luke Bryan are going to be headlining. We're very excited for that. If you're in Louisville and want to come, you can tweet my show. Maybe we can help you guys figure that out. Chandler is doing the Lord's work. I want to introduce you guys to another horsey. We talked about Society Man. We've talked about Sierra Leone. We're talking about all the horses. But how about a little talk derby to me about Catching Freedom, okay? Here's what you need to know about Catching Freedom. He's won 3 of 5 races. He's sitting at 8-1. I feel like this is kind kind of sneaky. Like, are you going to upset the faves? You might. On top of that, this horse is bilingual, people. Despite being bred in Kentucky, the owners are from Iowa. Catching Freedom responds to English and Spanish. Now, that might not be super helpful for his French jockey, Flavien Plat, or Plot, or whatever you'd say, but this horse's extra brain power cannot hurt on race day, Derby day, of course. What have you learned? Oh, my God. Are you taking shots of Pimm's?
Not sober.
What's going on? Not sober.
Not sober.
Not sober. What have we learned?
I've learned that these outfits are strictly for this weekend.
Okay, interesting.
They are absolutely never to be worn again, and you don't repeat ever.
They don't wear the same thing ever.
Oh God, no.
Do you feel like you're dressed up enough? I feel
No.
like you're good. Maybe you need a little pink flower or something.
Richard didn't tell me it was pink.
He did. So did I, several times. But I just think that you said he can wear whatever he wants.
I wore the corporate.
Yeah, I heard.
FanDuel Blue.
FanDuel Blue. Tell me about this party tonight.
Company
Luke
man.
Bryan, Neo. Let's go.
Luke Bryan, Neo. How about that? I think I'm more excited for Luke Bryan. I'm coming off Stagecoach. I'm in my real country vibes right now.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him.
You have no love for Neo? I mean...
I love Neo. I just don't... It's going to be a throwback. He's very nostalgic.
I think we're going to take a break here. I don't know. We're waiting. Sonny Choy is here. Amazing. So get your...
Don't have any ideas. I got bad knees. I am not doing what I know you're going to ask me to do.
Who wants to see Chandler break dance?
Stop.
Me.
Not happening.
No. Poor Chandler. You're doing God's work here.
Yeah, just a man of the people out there.
You really, really are. We'll be back after this with Sonny Choy, who's headed to Paris. You're going to want to meet her. She's honestly got a great, great story. And she at some point had a corporate gig and said, I'm going to follow my heart and I want to break dance for a living. And she's like killing it.
Imagine that phone call to your parents.
We'll ask her about it after this. Jameis Winston is somewhere. If you guys are holding up Jameis Winston, as I'm sure you are, stop. Let him get to the stage, people. The star of the moment, Jameis, next. It's Oaks Day here at the Derby, and this is a true honor. Someone that you will see gracing all the screens in Paris for the Olympics this summer. Sunny Choy, a professional breaker. I heard breakdancing's out. No cool. It's a very like chuggy old way of saying it. So breaking is the way to say it, right?
Correct, it is.
It's such an honor to meet you. You're from Tennessee, yet somehow this is your first Derby experience. Is that true?
Well, I was born in Tennessee, raised in Kentucky. I did go to Thunder every single year growing up, or most years, but I actually never made it out to Derby, so I'm excited for this one.
You have this, then you have a long road to Paris. What are you most excited for just in that journey?
I'm actually excited for a lot, like in Paris. Right now the journey's like rough because I'm training really hard, so it's been a little tough. But in Paris, my family's gonna be there, so I'm excited to see like my nieces be in Paris for the first time. The opening ceremony down the river is gonna be so epic. But yeah.
I heard. Wild, right? I can't imagine them in the most amazing city lining up on the Seine. Will you be breaking during the opening ceremony?
I'm probably going to be crying, not breaking, to be honest. So I don't think so, but I guess we'll see.
I think, I have a mostly NFL show, but we celebrate all the sports. It's why we're here at the Derby. We're watching you do your thing here. You grew up as a gymnast. You dealt with some injuries, some adversity. You're resilient. You had to relearn and retrain everything because with gymnastics, it's a routine. It is, this is what you do at this moment. With breaking, is it true that you won't even know the song that they play before you go out there?
Yeah, so the DJ just picks a song and you walk out there and you freestyle.
Chandler, isn't that crazy? It's absolute, I can't even imagine. What is the key to sort of what I liken to being an improv comedian?
I mean, it took so many years actually to unlearn the like perfectionist ways and to just really just be okay with being me and going out there and showing the world that. I mean, it takes like a level of vulnerability that I wasn't ready for a long time ago, and I feel like now I'm still working through it, but it's fun, to be honest.
What's the mental part of that?
So I mean, when you're there, you just want to be present and you want to show up for yourself when you're competing. And it's, sometimes it's hard to do because there's lights and there's so many things going on. And like, you might have had something weird for breakfast and you're just thinking like, oh, my stomach hurts. I don't know if I want it. So it's like all these thoughts, you just need to quiet them and just like show up and be you.
How do you do that?
I have this weird thing where I like run my finger down my nose and it's like kind of centering for me. So you might see me, just the knuckle of my finger, you'll actually see me do this before I battle sometimes. Yeah, it's like a personal thing. So I don't think it works for everyone.
Okay, it might.
But yeah, I do that a lot to kind of center myself if I'm like all over the place before I battle.
Now, I was going to introduce you as the first woman breaker, but you corrected me. You're not. But can you talk about women in this sport and what we can expect on the biggest stage?
I mean, personally, I think we're the better half of what you're going to be watching.
Hello.
I mean, I feel like the women who are on the stage are just so expressive, and it's really beautiful to watch the different personalities and the interaction between different people. With men, I feel like there's this like macho facade of like, look at me, I'm super cool, and these women are just like, I'm just me. And there are some who do that too, but I feel like you really kind of feel so much more when you watch women break than you do with men.
What makes a great breaker? Like, what are the judges looking for? But in the eyes of Sunny Choy, Olympian, going for the gold, what makes a great breaker?
The judges are going to be watching for a lot, and that doesn't necessarily define a great breaker for me. So the judges are watching for things like vocabulary, how musical you are, how technical, and how you're executing, things like that. To me, what makes a good breaker is really somebody who goes out there and just kind of like lays it all out. You just like bare your heart open for the world to see, and like as a viewer, you can connect with that person in a very different way. It's like, I see you. And so when you watch someone and you feel that, you're like, oh, they're really dope. Like they understand who they are and I feel it. And to me, that's like a really good breaker.
So there's authenticity seems to be a big part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Being who you are. I was disappointed to learn that it won't be in LA.
Me too.
What are we doing? What is that?
I'm asking the same question. If we can ask the right people and get some minds changed, I'm down.
I feel like there's added pressure on you and the rest of the breakers around the world, really, to come together and put on such a show in Paris that they reinstated for the future Olympics.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's going to happen. I don't even think we need to try.
I
think people are just going to be so excited. I mean, the tickets sold out immediately. Everyone's excited about it. I don't think that's not going to happen.
You had a brilliant professional career going. Estee Lauder, corporate, all of that. What is the phone call like to your parents to say, you know what? I'm gonna give this all up, and I'm going to enter a career in professional breaking, and I trust myself. I'm gonna bet on myself so much that I'm going to get sponsors and go for the gold.
Nerve-wracking, to say the least. And at that time, I didn't really believe in myself yet. I just knew I needed to do it. But, you know, I've always struggled with believing in myself, and so this was kind of, for me, just one of those moments where it's like, I just have to do this for me. I have to see if I can do this. And I have to bet on myself this once, right? So I called my mom and I told her, and just like silence for a little bit on the phone. I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen?
Have they seen your moves? Have they seen the flair?
Yeah, so they had seen me dance and they'd seen me work with kids. And so she came around, she was like, you know what? Whatever you do, you're gonna be successful. I support you. So it turned out really well, but yeah, that silence was like deafening.
This is the biggest stage, not just in Paris, globally, of course. Chandler's out here. Get over here, Chandler. This is a 9-year NBA veteran. Meet a future Olympian gold medalist here. She just got a gold in the Pan American Games. What would you tell? Listen, this is someone who's very vulnerable about her resiliency, her not feeling. I mean, how would you describe it? Like, you didn't believe in yourself, it sounds like.
Yeah, for a long time. I mean, I still struggle with it, to be honest, but I'm working on it.
What would you tell Chandler if we want him to believe in himself, that he can do a little breakdancer-ooski here?
Are there any 6'9" breakdancers ever?
I bet 6'9"?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
There's definitely people.
You'd be the first. I just want you to know, I believe in you. What can we teach him?
We can do a little top rock.
What can we teach him? Yes, I'm dying to do this. Yes.
I can do it with the tequila in my hand.
Yeah, we can.
First of all, the outfit on Sunny Choy, okay? Here's the gold medal for that. Great hat, Aritzia blazer, looking amazing, nails perfection, love it. Chandler, let's go.
All right.
Get a mic. No mic.
Okay, I will narrate this play by play, which was my dream.
Cross step.
It's basically like a two-step, and so you're just gonna cross here, and you're gonna open your arms, and then you're gonna come back together in the middle, and then cross to the other side. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, there you go.
What would you rate him?
Like a 9.4.
I think you should have done that's very nice. I feel like you should have done the nose thing. Do the nose, do this, and it'll take your nerves away, she says. Did you have something in playing NBA games when you were feeling a little nervous that you would do?
I mean, every game before, like, I would always get nervous, but I just listen to music and kind of, but I'm good at that. I'm not good at this. This is even more terrifying.
Just taking on the world, the Olympic stage in this. Unbelievable.
That is really, really cool, and I'm definitely going to watch. That's awesome.
Athletically, you could never.
No, I have no rhythm. I'm a stiff, slow, white.
Talking about like what it takes from like an athletic standpoint, I feel like doesn't get enough credit. I can't imagine how hard that must be even training.
No, like I could never like stand on my hands and flip and spin. I can't do any of that. You're way more athletic than NBA players.
Sunny Choy, are you enjoying your derby? Anything that you, I know you just got here. What are you most excited to see before we go?
I'm excited to see all of this. The fashion, the people, it's just really beautiful. I love it.
Enjoy every moment, and then off to Paris she goes. We'll be back after this, I think, with Jameis Winston, who's officially the latest guest I've ever had in my career in any way, any shape or form. But that means he's going to bring it to wrap up the show here at Kentucky Oaks. Thank you so much, Sunny Choy. Thank you so much, who's Olympic drinker Chandler Parsons. We'll be back. national champion at Florida State. I have to introduce him as a Cleveland Brown. Or let's just say I'm honored to introduce you as a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Jameis Winston, how are you? Welcome to the Derby.
Blessed and highly favored. Excited for my first opportunity to be here at the Kentucky Derby with my family. And obviously, every kiss begins with K. And I get to begin with you again.
That's right. Can we see the outfit? Hold on. I mean, Jameis took his time to get here. He's a diva who had a golf cart drop him off, but the outfit deserves some love.
Yes.
And sensible footwear, I might add. You look good.
My stylist, Eric White.
Eric White, shout him out.
Yes, you got to shout him out. He's from L.A. I know y'all seen the draft pictures lately, but here's the brand, DeMarie. Yes, actually, the reason I got into this fashion is because Malcolm Jenkins.
Really?
Being with him in New Orleans, like he actually put me on. Like him and Eric are great friends, so that's why I'm able to look as good as I look now.
How is this your first Derby?
Well, honestly, I just never thought to go to the Kentucky Derby. It's always been like right on a weekend of OTAs, so I just never thought to go.
Now, Warren Moon was here.
Yes.
I interviewed Warren Moon, and then he waited for you about 15 minutes, and then he said, I'm out of here. You tell Jameis, quarterbacks are supposed to be on time, never late.
Well, listen. In the wise words of Drake, he said, better late than never, but never late was better, right? But obviously, I got to honor Warren Moon because I'm so grateful for the path that he set for me. He, Doug Williams, James Harris, the African American quarterbacks in the NFL. So any wisdom that he has to share with me, come on, Mr. Moon, I'm taking it.
He is an absolute pioneer, a trailblazer. He's here. Aaron Rodgers is here. You're here. It's a little weird to be introducing you as a Cleveland Brown. What is that? How does that? Listen, your suit fits great. What does that title feel like?
It feels great, man. I'm so excited to help and serve the team and Deshaun, man, and get this thing going on the road. Just been in the building for the past couple weeks, just understanding who my teammates are, seeing where I can fit in, how I can lead, how I can inspire and increase these young men and women that's in the building. I just really am extremely grateful to be a part of this organization. The thing about Cleveland, I didn't know how wise Cleveland was. Like,
Tell me, what do you mean?
1946 was the beginning of their franchise. I've been with relatively new franchises, but this team go way back.
So when you've been around Deshaun, around the team, around Kevin, where are those little spots where you think you can make a difference?
I just think perspective. As we know, everyone has their own unique perspective, and I think with us adding Ken Dorsey as our offensive coordinator, I've really admired one thing about Kevin Stefanski is his ability to just learn from everyone within the room. Us adding Snoop Huntley out of Baltimore, like everyone brings something to the table that we can work with in that quarterback room. And obviously, me having to humble myself and listen to a Kane every single day and Ken Dorsey has been amazing.
You're a starting quarterback in the NFL for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're going to, if we look at the numbers, you might have a chance to get some starts out there for the Cleveland Browns. What is that going to look like, this version of Jameis? Because you, with New Orleans and Sean Payton, you were right there. It was all going the right way for you, and you really were bringing it on the field. I was rooting for you.
Yeah, and I was grateful for that time, but as we know, like, that is the past. And what's ahead, like, I cannot explain to you, but right now I'm with you and I'm present. And I'm so happy to be here and just the highlights that we shared, being the first person to be on Good Morning Football. Like,
yeah,
I'm grateful for that.
But
yeah. what I'm going to bring is just a man of increase, being prepared, because as we know, pressure is for the unprepared, and just going out there and taking advantage of my opportunity when that opportunity presents itself. But my main role for this team is to inspire and increase and to inspire everyone to be the best version of themselves, so we all can be good. And as long as we winning, we all winning.
And then maybe bring some baseball into the mix, right? Do you know that you're going to go viral when you do the stuff that you do? Like, here's a training video, right? We have of you bring in it. First, you're doing, like, what are you doing, like ball drills? Let's take a look. I hope we have it. Control room in L.A. Let's roll the tape. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, cross-training is something that I had to reintroduce to my game. When you see Patrick Mahomes, when you see Aaron Rodgers, even Tom Brady and Drew Brees, when they played, they all threw from different arm slots, and they all were two-sport athletes, so I had to bring baseball back into my game. Obviously, a lot of people think that baseball doesn't require a certain level of athletic ability. It don't require skill. But I do believe that baseball it helped me with my athletic ability, whether it's tracking down fly balls, whether it's grounding balls and throwing from different arm shots, and actually setting my hips. I didn't understand, my trainer, Travis Coleman out of Alabama, I didn't understand how much I had to work my hips to get through the baseball and get to first base. So I just, I got back into it, and I've always been able to hit some bombs.
I thought you were maybe, I thought you were maybe bringing the dual sport quarterback sort of thing back.
Well, being from Bessemer, Alabama, you know, my idol has always been Bo Jackson because we're from the same city.
Sure.
So he's one of the greatest to ever do it. So I got to incorporate it and just bring it back.
You do that. Don't take my job, though. You're on a boat. You had a microphone. I don't know why CBS was on this boat with you. What is the story behind you and the fish?
Well, the thing about the fish is he didn't say much, you know what I'm saying? But I think actions speak louder than words, and we reeled him in. We got him in a boat. But it was exciting. You know, it was exciting to just be on the broadcast at CBS Sports to work with some amazing professionals over there at the Sports Fishing Championship. And it was just it was a new journey for me, and I enjoy new journeys. Like one, starting off Good Morning Football with you, right? Being in my first Kentucky Derby. Like, every single day is an experience to learn something and grow, and I'm grateful for it.
So tomorrow, do you have a horse that you like?
No. Only thing I learned up to this morning is I know what a win, a place, and a show, and hopefully an exactor. Yeah, that's an amazing turn.
It's all about just being here with your beautiful family.
They should make a movie out of that.
Hanging out. Exactor. What is that? That's the name of a horse?
No, I think it's like a term that they use where you pick the exact horse to win a race.
You know more than I do. Now, because you're so good at interviewing animals, I'd like you to just, what would you say? This is the winning horse, goes across the finish line, wins the best, longest, whatever, 2 minutes in sports. What do you want to say?
Yes, so we're sitting here live with the champion of the Kentucky Derby. One thing that I am very curious about, the history of Kentucky Derby racers have very unique names. Where did your name come from?
Oh, good question. What's your next question? I don't even know my answer.
Yes. Grateful to know that your name is Balloony Hee-Haw. Yes, so Balloony Hee-Haw here has been running in the Kentucky Derby, has been a competitor for the past 5 years, and this is her first victory. So with this being your first victory and understanding how important WNBA basketball is becoming to the American society, what would you have to say about the women athletes that are taking over the whole landscape of sports?
Future in television. Do you understand? Not that you didn't know that already.
No, I'm just a man of increase, and I'm just grateful to be here with you again and be here with my family and just enjoy a great time at the Derby.
Why Cleveland?
Well, I think it was one, being able to go to a team that was able to win 11 games with 4 different quarterbacks, and the trust in Kevin Stefanski and the executive department that they have over there with Andrew Berry as a GM, and obviously having the opportunity to help serve Deshaun. Like, man, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and understanding that I can be there for him to help him be the best version of him, which is going to allow me to be the best version of myself.
If you Google Brown stuff, a lot of, Flacco comes up more than Deshaun does right now.
Right.
Tell me about your relationship with Deshaun. You've been in a lot of quarterback rooms. This one's a little unique.
It's a growing relationship. This is the first quarterback room where I'm going to be the vet in the room, and I've learned a lot from guys like Ryan Fitzpatrick and how he poured into me at Tampa. And we had a different type of relationship because he had to come in and start right away, and it was more of a competitive side, but just seeing the way that he does business. And that's what I want to do with Deshaun. I just want to go in and lead by example, let him use his God-given ability, and the rest will come.
Florida State is known to produce some great guys, some characters like you. Bill's second rounder, Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
This kid's making waves. I don't know if he's got a podcast deal, a TV deal already. People are saying that they want you to do a podcast together. Have you guys connected yet? Anything in the works?
Well, actually, Keon Coleman was a proud representative of Just Win Management, the marketing firm that I use, and that's represented by my good friend here, Joe Hernandez, who's right over there, while he worked with his NIL stuff in college. But I think Keon is an amazing athlete, man. And with this new wave of NIL players, I think that all these unique players got a chance to go play somewhere in Iowa and then get found by a team like Florida State and come back and make their name something popular.
I got to ask you about Caleb Williams. I had Warren Moon, legend, on the show, and he says he used the word nervous. He's nervous for Caleb because of all of the pressure.
Yeah.
Because of not getting to sit behind another quarterback like Alex Smith did, like Jordan Love did. You're a great motivational speaker.
Yeah.
You're an inspiration. What would you say to Caleb Williams? They're taking over.
Well, I would say to Caleb Williams, to whom much is given, much is required. But he's been through adversity before. Like, he has been playing at a high level for a very long time. When you win the Heisman Trophy, you already know that you're up under a microscope. I just encourage you to go in that building and just develop trust and commitment with your teammates. Anybody else outside of that building doesn't really matter. But I got to add this because this is one of my guys, Michael Penix. Michael Penix.
Talk about it.
He's in an excellent situation out there in Atlanta. Being able to, it doesn't happen in sports anymore. With the type of caliber player that he is, for him to be able to go and learn from one of the most conservative and great efficient quarterbacks in this league, and Kirk Cousins, for Lord, how many years he's going to be there, but him just being able to be in that room, have conversations.
You think Kirk's there for a couple of years before Penix gets a start?
You know, I don't know. I know Michael Penix coming from everything, because he definitely has the ability and the talent. However, if I was his advisor, I would encourage him to learn as much as he can from Kurt, because Kurt is a great man. He's a great quarterback. And then when it's his time, he could be like A-Rod out there and go and lead his team to a Super Bowl.
Jameis, you are saying that like a veteran, like an OG. If you were Penix, you would not want to sit.
Well, of course I wouldn't, and I know he doesn't. But in terms of, wisdom comes from experience. And I've had experience in this league, and I know what it is to have people in that quarterback room that want the best for you. And I know he's going to have a lot of people at his head, but Caleb, you have a lot of people that want the best for you in the city of Chicago. Just trust and commit and develop the trust and loyalty with your teammates, and he gonna do good.
We're going to leave it on this. This video, did you know this would happen? What's going on with you in this? What, are you in a team store? Where are you? You're doing drills. Are you going to do this out here? What was that video?
Well,
the ones of you, you don't even know what I'm talking about? Where were you?
Well,
you're taking snaps fully clothed. It looks like you're in a team store. Where are you in this? Do we have that?
Again, I was with my new center, Luke. I just was trying to be present. I had the opportunity. It was my first day. I just signed with the Cleveland Browns, and he in the gym getting a workout in.
I thought this was the gym.
Hey, man. He said I'm a center. I said, oh, you my center. I said, so let's get some snaps. Let's work on this cadence, and let's see how it goes. I just wanted to see if I still got. But the thing is, look at that trench coat. That trench coat was.
Let's play it again.
Dapper.
I want to see that.
It was superb. It was amazing.
People aren't talking enough about the trench coat. They're talking too much about the snapping. Yeah, let's talk me through that trench coat.
Well, one is I think it's Amy Parrish. Shout out to Amy Parrish,
Sure.
which is a very popular designer brand. Again, my stylist Eric White, he does it all for me. I don't have to do much work. I just go and put it on, and I wear it. I wear it to perfection.
You wear everything to perfection. Talk to me about real tea.
Well, real tea is one thing I've always been inspired about is just the health and wellness world, right? With, I grew up eating McDonald's and all this other food, and yes, that food is good, but I also want to eat some food that's really going to help me, it's going to hydrate me, and it's going to be just good for my body. So I'm a green tea fanatic, so being able to have a brand that supports the wellness, supports the health, and doesn't have any added ingredients in it, for me to be able to pass along to my teammates to keep us hydrated and ready to perform. I'm just so excited to partner with Real Tea and bring a lot of realness in this world.
Well, speaking of realness, you're leaning into the whole crab legs thing even, right? Tell me about that. Why is that important to you? And does that show growth, I guess, on your part, or what do you think?
Well, I think what it teaches is you do not let your past define your future.
Exactly right.
Like everything that you do, that you're encountering, is a unique experience. So you can either choose to make the most of that experience, or you could choose to give up and just cower down. And I don't believe in that. I'm grateful that I'm able to use some of the unique experiences that I've had in my past to help elevate me and help encourage others to do better.
And that's why teammates and coaches love you.
Absolutely.
Why does Sean Payton love you so much?
Man, SP. One thing about SP, I think we cut from the same cloth. I'm excited for him out there in Denver. I was kind of disappointed that me and him weren't able to connect again. But I just think we just cut from the same cloth. And when his back is against the wall, he always shines. And when my back is against the wall, I tend to shine. So I think we just got the same swagger.
You two had this thing going.
Yeah.
How disappointing was that? How it ended?
It was what it was. And I'm grateful that that happened because I was able to learn so many different things about who I was and what football really meant to me and how injuries could impact the course of an entire year. And I think just me as a man and really truly as a father, like, listen, after surgery day, Dr. Neil Elitraz did an amazing job on my ACL. After my first day after, I'm sitting there, you know, watching film, looking at the game that's coming up. I think we got Atlanta. Well, no, not Atlanta, but I forget who we were playing. And my son jumps directly on my leg. Like, that's a true paradigm shift.
Oh, wow.
Like, he wasn't worried about my neck. He only was present with his dad, and his dad was there. So I've learned to just be present in the moment, you know, take whatever it is and just keep working your tail off.
I just want to remind people, and I'm saying this because I don't think we've seen your best football yet. I believe that. In 2021, 5-2 record, 14 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. Yes. And you were really, I could tell, and I've talked to enough people, you were ascending to even another level of your game. And so Cleveland's should be pretty excited.
Yeah, it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's just the beginning, and it's not the last that you've seen of J. Boo.
Yeah, I think go make a push. We love to see it. Lastly, shout out your beautiful family here that you're with.
Yes, I got to shout out my beautiful family.
Woo, shout out the beautiful family.
We have my beautiful Aunt Vanda, who was the pillar of who I am today. We have my beautiful wife, Breon, back there with the blue and baby blue hat on. I have her husband, Aunt Vanda's husband, Dwight. He is the top of the family with Tonda. There's my cousin Tonda. She's the reason why.
Who's this handsome gentleman in the bow tie?
This is my Uncle Dwight.
Hi,
right
Uncle
here.
Dwight.
Yes. My cousin Jasmine and my cousin Teola.
Amazing.
Teola is she's like that auntie that travels with me everywhere I go. Her and my 3-year-old son, they call each other best friends. She is a big reason why I was as successful I was in New Orleans with her help and the effort that she put into the family. So
And
I'm
how
definitely
successful you'll be
And we
in
also got my
Cleveland.